and basically I just felt like I had kind of lost control of the kids and that they were more in control of me.
And running things, yeah.
Running the show, and you make the idle threats and you lose all your credibility, and the next thing you know, you really have lost the reins. So also my husband and I separated and going through a divorce, so it just felt like I needed to kind of pull everything together, which I was hoping the course would help us do, and we came on the course together. So the way it works for us is that we have 2 homes now which function in exactly the same way, which is also
same as what I do.
Okay. So that also for me was a big thing, that we have the same ground rules and the same system in place, and I wanted just a very hands-on. So
and it's a simple formula that you can follow, and as you say, run it in 2 homes.
Yeah.
So it's the same situation as what I have. I just think, having somebody tell you how to do it, really, at the end, you always think you are doing your best, but just somebody to say, try this, it will work, and just, you start believing it's going to work because you can see the results, and it makes everyone happy, and it makes mom happy mostly because you're back in control again of the whole situation.
Honestly, my husband and I both felt that we saw changes literally overnight. Like for me, not only did it empower me and to feel like I was in control again, but the kids were very excited about it. It gave them a system of
everyone.
Yeah, like, oh, if we do this, then these are our rewards. If we do this, then this is what's going to happen. And they got very into it. Like the whole, but for me, like the leader, every day that another child becomes the leader.
Yeah, that's a great one.
That's been the most phenomenal thing because it has eliminated sibling rivalry. We don't fight about anything anymore. We don't fight about who sits in the middle of the car. We don't fight about
who's watching what. Yeah.
Who chooses the DVD. We don't fight about who gets their food first.
Yeah.
That for me changed our complete. It completely changed our.
How simple it was to actually gain control again. You keep losing it over a period of time and months, and you start screaming, you start shouting, as you say, idle threats that aren't working. And I couldn't believe how easy and how calmly I could get control back by just using the few little things, the leader, the shop, all that sort of thing. I was quite amazed at, and as you say, instant. Mine was also overnight. Yeah.
And I think the kids also feel very boundaried within the structure of it. So they know the rules now. The rules don't change. Yeah. They know that if they don't eat junk during the day, and if they do their chores, they know they're going to get their pocket money, they know they're going to get Ken shop, which, it's an institution in our house now, It's just, and again, what I liked about it is that when we first implemented it, we were very rigid. And now we have completely stepped back.
But only because now it's working. So that's what I think.
There's far less shouting, there's far less threatening, there's
no need.
There is no need. Yeah. And also the kids monitor themselves. My 4-year-old comes home from school and he says, I can't have my shop tonight because I had the baking at school.
Yeah.
Which for me is an amazing thing. He knows he's had his Smarties at school, so he's not going to get shop tonight. And he thinks about it. So
it gives him choice then. Yeah. That's what my kids do. For a birthday party, they allowed 2 sweets out of the party pack from the party, and then otherwise if they have more, then they have to give up shop for the night. And they'll only have 2 sweets because they want to have shop because it's a ritual. That's what they do. And they want the pocket money that goes with it, and they want everything. So
it truly has been very transforming in our family.
I think for me, I found also having the 3 children, having the twins, girl and boy twin, but the girl twin always decided she was just in charge, of the whole twin setup. And having this leader thing, it brought the little guy up to his own level of feeling important in the dynamics of the family, which he never did. He always thought he was the baby because his sisters had always told him he was the baby. Whereas now when he's the leader, he's not the baby anymore. He's the leader. So that's changed for him in a dramatic sense because he feels like he's worth something. So I think from a self-esteem point of view, it's done a lot for him. And the girls have also backed off now. They know he's in charge. He's the leader today. So everyone's found their little place. And they all get a turn to have that place.
Mm.
And the comment the other day from my oldest daughter was, she can't believe how quickly the leader comes around again. And she's very happy about that the leader just keeps swinging by, you know. So
in our family also, my daughter, who's the oldest, she's quite, she used to boss her brothers around, and they're only 14 months apart, the boys. So I think she's taken a step back because she can't just tell them what to do and get her way all the time,
yes,
or bully them. And my little one also has, for him it's also very empowering to know that, because he's always a few steps behind his brother, who's only 14 months older than him. And he's also like, for him, when he's the leader, he makes very sure that he gets his privileges as the leader. And that's been very empowering for him. Also, he was a tantrumer. He, you know, like he was a kid that you just couldn't please him. It doesn't matter what you said and what you did. And if you did read, didn't want you to read. If you did whatever. And he's much calmer now and much more, it's much easier to say, listen, you're out of line. You're going to either have to go to your room, have a timeout, or you're going to lose shop. And that's it. Like, you lose shop, it's like, you know, world war in our house.
Yeah, no, it's devastating. I'm out. Then it's all set up. The pocket money and everything has been set up. But they have to have done all the things that they would have to do if I was there before they can earn it. And she has a discretion to say yes or no, if they're going to earn it or not. And she's not mean with it or anything, but it's the rules have to remain the same. And normally if we go out, the kids want to get home at a certain time because they know they want to bath, be in pajamas, have eaten, that they can have shop. So, you know, you've got to, that they like that routine of getting home and having the whole thing. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I think for us, in terms of the divorce, my kids, when we've got teacher-parent interviews and stuff, there's been a lot of just positive stuff that they don't see much change in the classroom, they haven't changed socially, they haven't, and I would say, listen, it's parenting that creates that situation, and this has helped us significantly in terms of that. So my kids have just kind of, you know, they have their ups and downs, but it's been quite balancing for them. For me, this was a much more hands-on, user-friendly, very, very easy system to implement. You know, it doesn't take much to implement it. You just kind of put a few very strategic things in place, and then it just flows. So for me, it was literally overnight. I saw a difference, and
grew from there.
And it just carried on from there. Whereas before, you know, you hear these great ideas, lovely, nice, but the theory doesn't match the practice often. So for me, this was just very practical and hands-on.